Because of advancing technology, it's going to get harder to tell if a voice message that you received, or a video, or a photo, or a text that you or your child got is actually real. In today's video, we're going to delve deeper into some internet safety issues that you and your child are going to have to learn how to navigate as they get older. And stick around to the end because I promise you that you absolutely, positively do not want to miss what we're about to talk about today. Hey, my name is CyberFareedah. I'm an award-winning Forbes 30 Under 30 internet safety expert. And my entire channel is all about how you can protect your kids online. Deepfake, in the most foundational terms, is basically photoshopping for videos and voice. People can use advanced tech to change a face in a video to look like somebody else, or a voice to sound like somebody else. Deepfakes aren't just pre-recorded videos that you might see on YouTube or TikTok or whatever. So like watching this YouTube video right now, this is a pre-recorded video. So someone can upload a video on YouTube that is actually of a fake person or impersonating somebody else. Deepfakes can be live, like live streaming, live TV, or it could be a pre-recorded video transmitted live. The more that you and your other parent friends know about this type of technology, the better positioned you are to protect your kids online. Because that means you can have these type of conversations a little bit early and you can teach your kids to be aware of this threat. Here are some video clips and explanations about how deepfakes work.
Can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time.
Jordan Peele created this fake video of President Obama to demonstrate how easy it is to put words in someone else's mouth.
Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet.
Not everyone bought it, but the technology behind such frauds is rapidly improving, even as worries increase about their potential for harm. This is your Bloomberg Quick Take on deepfakes. Despite bans on major websites, they remain easy to make and find. They're named for the deep learning artificial intelligence algorithms that make them possible. Input real audio or video of a specific person, the more the better, and the software tries to recognize patterns in speech and movement. Introduce a new element like someone else's face or voice, and a deepfake is born.
So let's go into exactly how deepfakes can be a threat to your children online. Before we get into all of the bad that can happen with deepfakes and the situations that have impacted children and children's safety online, let's talk about some of the good sides of deepfakes. So far, it's been used for a lot of good within movies and TV shows and documentaries and on social media. It can provide a lot of entertainment. It can make history come alive. It can make photos come alive. It can make videos come alive. So it can be used for good. But technology, as neutral as it is, can be used for good or bad. So let's talk about the bad sides of deepfakes. The most popular way deepfakes are made, unfortunately, affects women the most, or people who are famous or celebrities. And they're taking people's faces and putting them into adult videos and having them perform acts that they actually did not do, which obviously is a massive violation of consent. Because deepfakes operate with a lot of photos and a lot of videos involved, you have to be extremely careful about the information and the photos and the videos and the voice recordings that you're putting about your kids online. Because the more photos, the more videos, the more voice samples that they have of your kids, the easier it is for them to use them in a video to do something or say something that they did not do. As your kids are getting older, or maybe they're already older and they're at the age where they're online dating, there is a big threat called catfishing. Catfishing is basically when someone creates a fake identity or impersonates a real person to pursue a romantic relationship with them. Typically, in order to verify that somebody is real online, we always say to jump on a phone call with them, to do FaceTime with them, to do Skype, whatever video services you're going to use to just make sure somebody's real. The problem with deepfake is that they can fake the video that they're giving to you, whether it's a live video or you ask them to send you a video of something. Maybe you're saying, oh, hold up this sign or do this or do that, because you're thinking, okay, that might mean that person is real. But because of the technology of deepfake with photos or videos, whether it's live or pre-recorded, they can act like they're someone that they're not, even if they're on video. So it's important to talk to your children that even if someone does hop on a video or FaceTime, does not mean that they're real. This has actually happened to a woman where she was talking to somebody for a long time, and they did hop on video, and it turned out the video that he was showing her was actually a deepfake video. At the end of this video, we're going to be talking about how you can spot what a deepfake is as much as possible. And remember to give this video a like so that more parents are aware of what deepfakes are and how to protect their kids from them. Deepfakes have also been used in what we're calling virtual kidnappings. It is when a scammer calls you up and pretends that they have kidnapped either your child, your grandchild, or somebody that you love. And to legitimize their claims, they put your son or daughter or niece or nephew or whatever loved one on the phone. And actually, the voice that you're hearing on the other end of the line is not actually your loved one, but actually is a deep fake of their voice. The goal here is to get a large amount of money from you, and they never want you to hang up the phone or double check. So they're usually playing on your emotions, on the urgency, on the fear. So make sure that you are not getting caught up in emotions and you're verifying that the call is actually real, because most times it really isn't. Allegedly, there's a cheerleader's mother who did not like her daughter's rivals. And in order to get her daughter's rivals kicked off of the cheerleading team, she posted deepfake videos and photos of the kids online.
Police say in July of 2020, 50-year-old Rafael Ainella, without her daughter's knowledge, allegedly sent digitally altered photos and videos to cheerleading coaches showing 3 girls appearing naked in bikinis, drinking and smoking. Her attorney confirming the girls cheered with Ainella's daughter, but says the cheer mom denies any wrongdoing. Maddie Heim was 16 years old when one of her coaches pulled her aside over this video appearing to show her vaping, a violation of squad rules.
I went in the car and started crying and was like, that's not me on video, because I thought if I said it that no one would believe me, because obviously there's proof, it's a video, but the video was obviously manipulated.
This cheerleading story is a little bit of an interesting one. As I was reading more about it, I realized, oh my God, this is way too much to put inside of this video. There's a lot of nuances to the story, but this is what allegedly happened. So it is important to know that these things can happen to your kids. Some people have even reported that bullies within their school have been creating deepfake videos and photos of kids in compromising situations or doing things that are illegal or inappropriate just so that they can spread it throughout the school and bully them. While deepfakes are extremely sophisticated and it can be really difficult to tell whether a video is real or fake, deepfakes are nowhere near to perfection. This video is just to warn you of a threat that is present right now and will be present even more as your kids are getting older, because the deepfake technology is getting better and better every single day. Now, I found this white paper from SANS, which is a very well-respected cybersecurity research and training organization. Essentially, the researcher believes that the technology we have to detect deepfakes is not up to par. So there are a lot of companies that are developing really, really awesome tech to combat deepfakes, but they're not at the level where we all can use them and figure out, oh, is this video real? Is this photo real? So we're gonna get to that point in a couple of years, hopefully, but we're really not at that point for the majority of people yet. One thing I really liked that they mentioned in the research paper is they said that young people are more susceptible to the effects of deepfake than others because they post so much information online. And when you post so much information, you're giving more content, you're giving more videos, you're giving more pictures, so that it's easier to create a deepfake on you. So be mindful as a parent about what you're posting about your kids online and what your kids are posting about themselves. This does not mean that you should never post your kids online, but it does mean that if you choose to post them, then post carefully and with awareness. Recently, I was talking with a Secret Service agent and he told me a couple of things that parents and families can do to check if a video is a deepfake or a real video. Now, this only works, of course, if you're in a live video with the person that is using a deepfake, but you can ask them to turn their head or to raise their hands above their head. Basically, any action that they're most likely not going to be able to program right there on the spot. Having them take actions that they normally were not going to do is going to allow you to see imperfections in the tech. Here are things that you should do and you should teach your child to do to make sure that you're not falling for the deepfake trap. Any of us can fall for it, but we're trying to protect our peace, our love, our joy, and not fall for deepfakes as much as humanly possible. So here are some tips to help you. Double check and verify the sources that you're reading from or you're sharing from. Always think before you share. Just because you read something or you saw something does not mean that it's true. A quick Google search sometimes can do the job. Also, research who is posting the information and if they are a reliable source. If you or your child is speaking to somebody that you know, but your gut feeling is telling you that something is off, trust yourself, trust your intuition. Especially if they request something of you that is completely out of character. Remember, you can always verify their identity through other means. You can have like a code that you ask each other, or you can ask like a dynamic or a unique question that only that person can really answer very well. This is great if you're in a live call and you're trying to make sure that this person that you're talking to is supposed to be the person that you know is actually real. And in the case of online dating and someone pretending to be someone that they're not, so maybe using a deep fake photo or a deep fake video, then talking about it with other people, friends and family member, trusted people who really love you, can really do you good. Great to tell your child that while you may be super involved in the situation, it's so helpful for other people around you to help you reach a decision that makes sure that you're safe and you're loved and this is a actual legitimate good relationship. This also means that you have to develop a safe space in your household where your kids can come talk to you. You don't want them to feel like, oh my God, my technology is going to be taken away from me, or my parents is not going to love me, or they're going to be so disappointed in me, they're not going to see me the same. Remind your kids that you love them no matter what, and no matter what they come with you, you have a code, you have an agreement that you are not going to react in some big way. Not to say that you're not going to react at all, not to say there's not going to be consequences, but to say that this safe space is an actual safe space. And you can come to me to tell me anything that you need. Your connection with your child is the biggest thing you want to develop to protect your kids online. Also, if a video pre-recorded or live that you're watching seems a little bit off, or things are a little bit jumpy, or just something's not quite right, again, trust your intuition. It probably isn't right. A little bit earlier, I mentioned how I was talking to a Secret Service agent. He actually said a lot more things about how to protect your children online, and I made an entire video because I thought, oh my God, a lot more parents need to hear this. If you have not watched the video already, go ahead and watch it right now because it is essential to learning how to protect your kids from predators and hackers. See you then.